Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Tune In. This is our first program, and we're really excited. I'm here with the lovely Angelica Sanchez, who curates and coordinates all of the music for us here at the Benjamin J. Deneen Dennis C. Hill Gallery at Hudson County Community College. Welcome, Angelica.
Thanks for having me, and thanks to Michelle, Director of Cultural Affairs here at Hudson Community College, for making this happen, for supporting music and art in the community. I want to introduce Ben Rosenblum, piano and accordion, a award-winning musician who's been featured in Downbeat, who has a group called the Nebula that was featured in JazzTimes. Ben, welcome. And then I want to feature Ben Sutin here. Ben Sutton. Sorry, Mom. Ben Sutton, a wonderful violin player who has an album called Hard Rock Hanukkah, right? What was it? Hard Bop Hanukkah. Apologies. That was featured in Downbeat. We're so happy to have you guys here. We're very excited about the program tonight.
Yeah, and we wanted to ask, where can people find out more about your music and you both personally as musicians? Is there a website or?
Yeah, so you can find me on online website, www.bensuttonmusic.com, BENSUTIN, music, all one word, and also on social media, same Ben Sutton Music.
You can find me at Ben Rosenblum Music, ROSENBLUM, benrosenblummusic.com, also on social medias at Ben Rosenblum Music. And the two of us perform in your band as well, called Klezmataz, which is a mixture of klezmer, Jewish music, and jazz, which is what we'll be performing tonight.
Yep.
So,
well, welcome. We're so thankful you're here, and I hope everybody enjoys the night.
Great. Thanks so much for having us. Thank you so much. We started off with a classic Jewish liturgical piece entitled Esai and I, and that was my Afro-Cuban interpretation and arrangement of it. And at the end, I was kind of giving homage to the oud with plucking the violin. Kind of give it a little Middle Eastern flair a little bit. And that was kind of inspired this past summer during the Israeli-Palestinian, or the most recent Israeli-Palestinian war. And I was looking for, this music has always been, or the two different musics have always really come together. And I was looking for ways to show that unity through music. And but the band Klausmantaz that Ben referred to earlier did a video series over the summer, and we featured that song with that same intention. We're going to carry on now with an old Russian Jewish folk song that the lyrics later were in Yiddish, but it's a beautiful love song called Tumbala, and I'm pretty sure actually these reharmonizations were done by Ben. And this was on our Klausmantaz's second album, Meshugana. It's called Tumbala. And to throw in my terrible sense of humor, Tumbala, and I hope you'll like it.
Thank you so much. So, Kuumbwa, as Ben Sutin mentioned, it's a very famous song from the Jewish music tradition. We're playing music from a number of different traditions. We're playing music from a more religious tradition, also a tradition of Yiddish theater music, and songs that are more traditional to klezmer and the kind of popular and folk music traditions of the Jewish communities. So, but all of these musics, we bring in our experience in jazz and in the music of other world genres. And I think that's one of the beautiful things of living in this area of the world in New York City and, the tri-state area, is that we get to work with people who are experts and expert practitioners of all of these different kinds of music. So the two of us have both been very fortunate to work with a lot of Brazilian musicians. And this next arrangement that Sutin did of this song, A Night in the Garden of Eden, is inspired by that experience that we've both had. So we hope you enjoy this samba arrangement of Night in the Garden of Eden.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was our first time performing
Yeah,
that.
it was our first time performing that. I wrote that about a month ago, actually. All right.
So I'm going to switch over to the accordion now. And the accordion is an instrument that's very commonly found in klezmer and Jewish music traditions. Before the pandemic, I was playing for the Fiddler on the Roof pit orchestra for the Yiddish company that does, well, they did Fiddler in all Yiddish, which was a nice throwback to a lot of these Yiddish theater production. A lot of the pieces that we play come from this tradition. So, and this next one comes from that tradition too, right?
It sure does. This is my Stetho Bells. I'm drawing a blank on which exact Yiddish play it comes from, but it's the basis of the song is yearning for his hometown of the Stetho Bells in Poland. And I'd like to dedicate this to my grandmother, who just passed away this past June, who was from Poland. So this is my Stetho Bells. So I'm sure, or maybe you don't, but if you didn't recognize it, that was Oifen Perpitchik, which is one of the most well-known Yiddish folk songs, and it's probably most recognized from, of course, Schindler's List. And that one I tried to give a little bit of homage to Balkan folk music with that 7/4 groove, the bum, 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 bum. Which, of course, also, I mean, all this music is of course, very much connected with Balkan music and Jewish music, or obviously connected, just given the region.
Yeah, a lot of people, think of klezmer music in the Jewish tradition, but the origins of it are really specifically from the Ashkenazi Jewish population from Eastern Europe, emigrating through America and Western Europe, taking influence from a lot of different folk music. So on a klezmer piece, you might hear a groove like that being performed. So we just put it on this tune.
And likewise, some of the stuff you heard earlier, where we paid homage to Latin America, Sephardic Jewish music is all from Portugal and Spain and even parts of Africa. And so even though it might seem on the surface it's kind of weird to place a samba groove, for instance, on a klezmer song, it's very much connected in a similar way that the Balkan music is connected.
During Hanukkah time, we usually play a Ladino song,
Ocho Candelicas.
Ocho Candelicas, which is it's a culture that's a combination of Latin origins and Jewish origins.
Yep. And speaking of those connections, of course, we are both jazz musicians, and we'd be remiss not to play something within that repertoire.
Yeah, probably our last one, right? Close out with this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so this song was written in, I believe, 1932 for a Yiddish theater production. And then in 1937, the Andrews Sisters made it famous with their recording. And then soon after, Ella Fitzgerald recorded it, and a slew of other jazz musicians recorded it. And now you can probably find it equally in the Jewish music world as you do in the jazz world. And this is, of course, by Mir Shane.
Oh, that was amazing, and it just feels so good to hear live music, right? You guys were incredible. I have chills. Thank you so much for
Thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
talents here with our
Thank
community.
you all.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for hosting us.